And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Neverwinter Nights 2 with the Indanthrine Prince mod. Alright, just to recap, we are here in the town of Fairfields, and we are on a quest to find a toy dragon and a bottle of Loadberry vintage wine. So, we know the toy dragon's over here at Featherstone's shop, and the wine, I believe, is in the Fair Lady Inn, which is right across the way, right over here somewhere. But before we start messing around inside there, let's go take a quick look around the town here and see what we got. Who's this? A villager. Strobridge. Let's talk to this guy.
Well met.
Morning, Kenneth. Out in a boat for old Thorburn again? Indeed I am. You always seem to be out with some kind of errand, Kenneth. Not sure if I could have the stomach for all that fetching and carrying. So how do you fare, Strobridge? Not so bad, Kenneth. Things have been very quiet lately. Feels like the world has forgotten all about this little village. Save for the occasional strayed livestock, nothing much is going on. Seems our village has been spared from those Easterling raids we've been hearing about. Or perhaps I should say that all has been quiet since our visitor arrived. Really made the men restless. What visitor? His name's Crispin, a sergeant from Dale. Seen the Easterlings firsthand, apparently. He's been touring around the region, hoping to bolster defenses on outlying villages and spreading the word of the attacks. I know he is well intentioned. He just wants to stop any further loss of life, but when fresh troops hear of his experiences, they struggle to steel themselves. Hopefully, the men's morale will improve when he moves off to his next destination. For the meantime, he's staying at the Fair Lady Inn just yonder the roadway. What's wrong with your men? Our guest has been telling of raids by Easterling savages, and not just the bare facts, every gory detail. My men are raw recruits, Kenneth. They have had little to no taste of battle. These wild tales are messing with the morale of my garrison. I need to calm him. Something to warm the heart, you know. Perhaps I could help you. You certainly could, Kenneth. That is, if you are happy to do even more fetching and carrying. If I can be of help, of course. Of that you can be sure. What I think will help my men out is some snug bedding and a hearty meal with some local mead. Goose feathers make for a fine bedroll. See about getting your hands on those. Usually the market is a good place to search. If you have no luck there, you may find some around the local farms. A hearty meal sounds like a stew to me. Think you could gather up enough for 4 men? And finally, something to drink. See if you can take a keg of mead off Master Wellcroft. His son is stationed in my garrison, so I'm sure he will be game. Alright, Captain, I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Hurry back. Soldier's comforts. I need to find 4 beef stews, a keg of Wellcroft mead, and some goose feathers. Okay, let's see. Oh, who's this back here? Wellcroft. Let's go talk to this guy. Probably get the wine we need, or the mead we need from him. Greetings, Kenneth. You look like a man with a purpose. Something I can do for you? I was told you might be able to spare some mead for the garrison. That sounds just like what those men need. I have a son serving in the garrison. He has been so low in mood of late. I blame that Crispin fellow from Dale, putting fear into the men like that. He just marched around the place, telling them that the village doesn't stand a chance against an Easterling raid. I know that he means to improve our defenses, but there are ways of doing it, surely. Because of all that bluster, my boy returns home each day and hardly utters a word to me or his mother. He wanders and takes off his equipment and eats his meal in silence, unless spoken to. The rest of the time, he just sits on his bed, lost in his own mind. Does he say anything about what's been going on? Not very often, no. Though on the times where he has done so, he just mentions how little experience he and his men have had. That their numbers are so few, and that Esgaroth won't send any more soldiers to increase the village's ranks. All of this just confirms that Crispin complained to Captain Strobridge about. My boy overheard it. Quite a heated exchange by all accounts. I suppose he just feels helpless. That he is not going to be of use at any time where he could be sorely needed. He joined the garrison willingly, rather than help me run the meadery. He wanted to make a difference for people, but our lack of defenses, or rather others' criticisms of it, are getting him down, and indeed his fellow guards too. So can you help the men? Oh yes, I can spare the mead. It would please me if it would perk up their spirits. It is also good to see my mead going to other uses rather than just another watering hole far away. Take this with my compliments to Strobridge. It's as fresh as my mead can get. Until next time. And we got a keg of Wellcroft mead. Let's see. Yep, nothing special about this item. Alright, let's see. Anything else back here? Here's a dog. Sponge. It's Sponge. Wellcroft's guard dog and sometime rat catcher. He barks at you excitedly. Sponge. He bounces around you barking and then moves towards the barn door, looking back at you. You want me to follow you? He barks happily. Alright then, lead on, Sponge. And we are in Wellcroft's barn. And Sponge is with us now. And there's a lockbox back there. Uh-oh. Got some rats. Let's attack this one. Okay, they're going down relatively easily. Let's see, Sponge can probably handle that one. Let's see. Where's the next one at? Is there one over here? Yep, there's one. Hungry rats. Get him. Alright, they appear to be going down easily enough. Sponge tearing them up. Where's the next one? A couple back there. A bunch over here. Let's take this one out. Damn, they're coming out of the woodwork. Come on. Damn, I'm getting chewed up pretty good, it looks like. And I got a journal update. Alright, let's get this one. Is that the last of them? Looks like it. Let's look at the journal. Sponge was alerting you to a rat problem in the barn. Together you removed the vermin. And we got a lockbox back here. Let's see, can we bash these things? Yep. Let's see what we got in the box. I think we finally got it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Some mead, a spear, an elixir of fitness, cat's grace, and a cloth hood. Concentration +1. Okay, let's take all that. Okay, let's equip the spear And a hood. And anything spectacular with this? Is it just alcohol? Yep. Okay. Let's see. Sponge seems much more content now. He whines slightly as you leave him to guard the doorway. Alright, let's get out of here. And back outside. Looks like Sponge stays in there, so... Since that was his barn, let's talk to Wellcroft again. You got anything new to say? You find me well, Kenneth. Enjoying a good bit of trade at the moment. Got orders coming in from Escaroth and even Dale. Seems like my mead is increasing its audience of drinkers. Should help to put Fairfield on the map. If only I could put that rat problem to bed once and for all. It would be so much easier. Rats, you say? Yes, indeed. The vermin have been a blight on my crop for years. Had a fellow from Escaroth come here some years back. Filled my field with traps, he did. Cost me a copper or two, I'll tell you. And they worked? No, they were bloody useless. I don't know what it was that made them so bad. I guess I just happened to be infested by the clever ones. Either way, I got a bad deal. I gave up on the old traps and got myself a hound instead. You know old Sponge, don't you? He is worth a whole field of them infernal traps. And many times a company, too. I could use a cat, too, I think. So, Sponge keeps the little beasts in check, and now I'm stuck with a field full of dangerous but untimely useless traps. Just waiting on a passing tinker to disarm the damn things and take them away. Traps, huh? Not my field of expertise, sorry. Not to worry. I understand that it's a very small profession. I'd best let you get on. Speak to you soon. Okay, I think if I was a rogue, I'd probably be able to handle his issue there, it looks like. Okay, what else we got? Stairs going up to the mines. Let's go this way. A nice little view. And who we got here? A miner, Granger, and another miner. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here. Alright, let's try some lay on hands real quick. Damaged a little bit. Alright, what do these miners know? Anything? Nope. Let's talk to Granger.
Greetings.
Evening, Kenneth. What brings you up here? Just wandering about. Wish I had time for that. Got a huge shipment of ore to prepare for travel to Escaroth. Demand has shot up recently. Good for me and the lads, but perhaps not for these lands. Why is that? Sudden demand for materials usually means a build-up for war. Soldiers need good steel for pikes and mail. No war right now, but maybe it's coming. I've heard the rumors about Mordor, and even more about the East. The East has been a bigger threat of late. A few small villages like ours have been raided, and folk killed or taken away. But stopping those raids isn't easy. Our borders to the east are vast, and there is no telling where the savages will strike. Whatever's going on, it can't be good. Bad enough to cause the lads to work longer into the day to get Escaroth the materials it needs. Something's happening, Kenneth, and we all need to play our part. That Crispin fellow at the Fair Lady has the right of it. We must all be prepared. Now I'm gabbing on when I should be overseeing the efforts. I'll have to leave you, Kenneth. Alright, looks like the cave's locked. Yep, can't get in there. Alright, let's go back down to town. And it appears it's getting to be nighttime here. Okay. Guard Weatherford. Have you got anything to say? Nope. Villager, villager, villager. There's a guard over here. Let's talk to him.
I hear you.
Nothing. And there's a guard way out there too, Gilmore. He probably got nothing to say. Locked building, locked building. And then who is this? Emmeline. Let's talk to her.
Hello there.
Good to see you, Kenneth. Off out on an errand, I suppose? Yes, I have a few things to do. Well, I think it's great that Master Thorburn is keeping you busy. I must say, you are lucky to be able to work with him. Studying dragons is so exciting. I wish I had put more effort into learning my letters when I was younger. Still, I did well by learning from my father, despite his objections to a woman doing a man's work. So, Kenneth, are you here for my goods? I don't think Master Thorburn would be approving you of carrying a weapon. I know how protective he is of you. I know he is, but I can make my own choices. And that is something I know he would understand, as do I. By all means, take a look around. What do you have at the moment? Well, my skill is in weaponsmithing, but I can make a few simple sets of armor and accessories. Take a look at what I have here. There should be a weapon to your liking. What I have here is what most people seem to be asking for recently. Alright, I'll take a look. Okay, so she's got some, looks like standard armors. And it even tells what it's made of, iron or if it's rough leather or something. That's cool. And same with weapons. And that's it looks like. I'm not going to buy anything just yet. Let's continue on looking around. Let's go in here next. And here we are in the Fair Lady Inn. And there's Crispin that everybody's talking about, and Rutherford. Let's talk to Rutherford.
Hello.
Ah, Kenneth, I was hoping you might pop by. What is it, Rutherford? Thorburn's party. I got all the arrangements made, though I'm having trouble finding a performer. Nobody has come forward. Not had many people passing through lately. Perhaps the talent has dried up. My only other choice is to go around the village looking for someone suitable. Unfortunately, I'm rather busy here at the moment. Think you could have a look around and try to track a performer down? I'll keep an eye open for you. I appreciate the help, Kenneth. I did receive a tip-off which may help us. One of the regulars suggested a fellow named Eslodin. Not from around here, and can't say I've ever seen him. Not in here, at least. I'm told that he tends to spend most of his time by the lake, playing that lute of his. Perhaps it would be worth taking a look around out there. If you are able to get someone to be the party performer, come back to me and let me know. Seeking entertainment. You must find a bard called Eslodin.
Hello.
And let's see. I think I need to buy some booze yet here. Let's see. Loadberry Vintage. Yep, I need to get that. And that's part of one of the quests. And let's see. He didn't have any goose feathers. Let's talk to Crispin.
Well met.
Despite his hardened exterior, he sits quietly engrossed in his book. Eventually, he looks up at you, slowly lowering the book. Hello, who might you be? The name's Crispin, Sergeant Crispin. You must be Kenneth, yes? I've heard a lot about you. You have quite the reputation around here. I've heard quite a lot about you, too. I'm sure you have. But how much of this is true, I wonder? You seem to be at the forefront of many things in the village, Kenneth. You work for a distinguished scholar, and you seem to be constantly lending your aid to the other villagers. People need help sometimes. So you have a noble heart. That's something that is in great supply in these times, Kenneth. Tell me, for I am merely curious, have you not ever thought of traveling? Perhaps joining the garrison or army? Esgaroth and Dale sorely need capable people. I'm quite happy working with Thorburn. I can understand that. You have a good life here, a position of respect, working for a fine and respected scholar. You will learn a lot from Master Thorburn. Indeed, it seems you already have. Still, keep in mind, I think my line of work would suit you. I have a sense for telling when one is able to handle it. I'm a sergeant from Dale. I have been sent out to these parts of the region to help improve the defenses of our outlying farms and villages against Easterling raiders. Their raids have increased of late, though the level of brutality has remained as terrible as ever. So many of our villages, like this very one, are woefully under-defended. I've been appealing for reinforcements, but I'm told that there are none to be had. All I'm able to do is try and make the men stationed in these villages take these threats seriously. Yes, I've heard some people complaining about you. I make no apology for my methods. If we are prepared and well equipped, we can save lives. A family safe from harm means more to me than preventing someone's feelings from being hurt. There are barely a handful of guards here. And what else do you notice? Basic drilling, little or no combat experience. Weapons best retired to farming tools rather than combat. From all that I've seen here and elsewhere, we are throwing lives away. We are living on a dangerous and volatile border with the enemy we know little about, and whose lands we have barely charted. This threat needs to be taken more seriously by Dale and Esgaroth, but also by the individual villages themselves. It is only a matter of time before there is a particular nasty raid with a lot of our people killed. Until we learn this, I will continue to paint the cold, harsh reality to people, whether they wish to hear it or not. You have fought Easterlings, then? That I have. And speaking in honesty to you, it is not something that I often speak of. I've fought those lawless thugs. I have seen how they conduct war, the way they fight. Worst of all, I've seen how they deal with prisoners and non-combatants. I've seen men nailed to doors, mass burnings of live prisoners, beheadings, disembowelments. Should I go on? The people of the East are a savage race and entirely evil. They are not fighting against us, they are fighting each other from our power. Fought them I have. A horde of the scum raided a small village some years ago. Much of that village was burned and destroyed, its people killed or taken as slaves. My men and I arrived to aid the village. We stopped them from doing any further harm. Enough. I do not wish to say any more. Those savages have had enough spoken of them for now. I should let you go, Kenneth. I've detained you long enough. Besides, I want to finish this book. Can't beat a good book with lots of fighting in it. It was good talking to you. I hope that we cross paths again. And think about what I said. Got 250 experience points for meeting Crispin. Okay, let's go back outside.